Welcome to Catalyzing Faith, where we seek to be a catalyst for your faith so that you can be a catalyst in the world around you. How do we do that? Well, one of the ways we do that is by providing you with book reviews of recent books, popular books, or otherwise important books that we think might be beneficial for your faith. And in this video, we are discussing The Cosmic Revolutionary's Handbook by Luke Barnes and Geraint Lewis. Now, for your convenience, I've positioned that right over my right shoulder. So let's get to it. This book is a very interesting read. If you're into physics at all, if you're into the discussion about origin of the universe, this is a very interesting book. It is set up as a handbook for someone who wants to take down the Big Bang Theory. Now that may sound crazy, but it's written really tongue-in-cheek. So you see, physicists like Luke Barnes and Geraint Lewis tend to get emails from people time and time again about how they've disproven the Big Bang Theory, the leading cosmological model. And these people are just sending an email saying, yep, I've disproven it. Now, getting pretty tired of having to deal with these emails, it seems that the authors have put out this book that walks you through step by step how you have to go about the scientific process, what data you need to collect, what data you need to consider in your models, what journals you need to look at publishing in, and how you get those publications into those journals. And they walk you through each line of evidence that the Big Bang Theory really has going for it. So this is where you run into the same type of information that you are likely to find in any other book discussing the Big Bang Theory. You talk about redshift. They talk about how the cosmic microwave background is pretty equal in its temperature. They talk about how the distribution of chemicals in the universe pretty much lines up with the Big Bang model. They even talk about how the shape of the universe is in line with the Big Bang model. And these are the exact same types of things you will find in other books discussing the Big Bang Theory. But what makes the Cosmic Revolutionary's Handbook different is that each step of the way, they're outlining the data and explaining what a competing model would need to do in order to beat the Big Bang when it comes to explaining that data. And throughout the process, they compare other alternative models, steady state models, electromagnetic theory related models, and explain why each of those models fails at one or more of the relevant data sets. So if you're interested in the Big Bang Theory and how we really can be confident that it is an appropriate means to describing our cosmological origins, this is an excellent book. Now, this is an apologetics channel. Catalyzing Faith is focusing on strengthening your faith and equipping you with the tools so that you can better engage with other people about your faith. And with that said, the disclaimer for this book is that it really isn't an apologetics book. It is discussing the science. The usefulness for apologetics comes really only so far as you can incorporate the Big Bang Theory into any sort of cosmological argument, like the Kalam, for example. And there are some debates about how useful the Big Bang Theory really is for that type of an argument. But I will leave that up to you to decide. For now, I just want to point this book out to you. The Cosmic Revolutionary's Handbook. If you are interested in origins questions at all, this is an essential read, and it's a fun read. You don't really need to be an expert in physics. You don't really need to have much of a background in physics at all, because Barnes and Lewis have done an excellent job at breaking down the complicated topics that go into understanding cosmological models and really bringing it down so that your everyday person can understand them. And it might just be the nerd in me, the person who really enjoys physics humor, but I find some of their wit quite funny. So I hope you will too. Thanks for watching this Catalyzing Faith book review. If you enjoyed it, please let us know in the comments. And while you're there, maybe drop a link to something else that you would like us to review, and we'll be sure to take a look at it. Oh yeah, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.